Ron White, October 17th. Get complete details on all of our upcoming shows on the concert page, KFAN.com. Keyword calendar.
Final hour of 9 to noon. We're going to have some fun. Not that we haven't been having fun. We went deep on the Minnesota Wild for the last hour or so. So I'm not going to lie. Brett Blakemore, Andrew Dukowitz. I selfishly, I'm done. I'm done for the day. Play the good times music.
I need a nap. Yeah. It's from learning so many new words.
I know. My brain is exploding with information.
Dump and chase.
I'm still trying to find out, is a Kachuk a player or like a person or something on the rink?
All of the above.
They're two brothers that play. And their dad also played.
Blood brothers, not just two black dudes that are playing.
That's correct. They're related. Yeah. Same father and mother, yes.
But Brett Blakemore, I selfishly, I want to talk about something, I might have a little bit more expertise in, than hockey. I'm no elite hockey mind. But I am, an okay dating mind. Listen, I'm no Cupid. I still need advice from time to time, and that's why we brought in Sabrina Lorbecky. It's Just Lunch matchmaker. Sabrina, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for the invite. I'm very excited to be here.
Yeah, and I know we got a lot of lovely listeners out there. And, we're not all Romeos. Some of us need dating advice, and it's the summertime. This is like the best time to meet someone right now, right?
It is an amazing time to meet somebody right now.
And okay, so listen, we were just talking off the air. I was sharing some of my worst first date stories with you. Sometimes I can embarrass myself. I like to play it off like I'm this smooth operator, word to Sade, but that's not true. I'm just doing that for the listeners. First of all, let me ask you, what is the worst first date you've ever been on? Because we've all been there. Some of us are on the opposite end. Some of us are someone else's worst first date story. I definitely am. But what is your worst first date experience?
Oh, great question. My worst first date was probably when I was about 20, and I met this gentleman that I thought was going to be fantastic and great. We went to the mall and learned that he and I had nothing in common with each other.
Yeah.
And then we are walking around going, oh my gosh, I just want to leave. How do I get out of here? Which taught me a lot about learning small talk, learning how to just be kind in that situation, and then just move forward.
Yeah. Like, you didn't just ghost him. You didn't just start, hurdling 40s and just get out of there.
Yeah, right at the mall. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Could you imagine? Just shucking crap over. Yeah. No.
Okay, so say, that you're someone like me and maybe you're fumbling it a little bit on these first dates. What's good advice for a first date?
Keep it light. Keep it simple. And find somewhere fun to go, right? Summer's an amazing time to be dating. Hit a rooftop patio, go for a walk around the lake, check out one of the great concert series coming up.
Yeah.
And just think about it in the idea of, why am I here? I'm here to see if there's chemistry for a second date. It doesn't need to be a 3-hour date. It can be, drinks after work or just lunch, something fun.
Because, sometimes I feel like we put too much pressure on that first date, right? We're like, all right, I need to know their greatest fears and aspirations. We're going to, have deep conversations. But that's kind of almost like a pitfall, right? You don't want to get into all of that stuff on the
100%.
First date.
Yeah. The hardest part about a first date is you are so nervous and you want to put your best foot forward, and the other person is thinking the exact same thing. And then all of a sudden you get into this, you just keep talking and talking and talking. And then all of a sudden you're thinking to yourself, what am I doing? And then you look over and the other person is completely glazed over. And you're going, oh boy, how do I get out of this? So, just kind of keep it simple, keep it light.
No asking people who they voted for, religious things, none of those strong.
Not on your first date.
Opinion things. No, definitely not. Definitely not, right?
Be there for fun. If I want to have a second date, what are the two of you going to do in the next 6 months? What's the best book you've read? What series are you watching right now on any one of these streaming services that we own?
I have a friend. Let's just say his name is Blake Bretmore. He was recently on the dating apps, I mean, so much so, like, his thumbs barely stopped working. You know what I'm saying? He was just swiping and swiping and swiping and swiping. And I hear from a lot of friends, you know, for various reasons, just because of things kind of flaming out or people getting ghosted or whatnot. A lot of people are just they're not feeling the dating apps right now. Is that kind of, you know, as a matchmaker, is that kind of what you're hearing as well?
I do. I hear it every day. Everybody has what we call, you know, dating fatigue or app fatigue. And it's because you're completely flying blind out there. You know, you don't know if the person is serious. You don't know if they're single.
That's true. Yeah, that is true.
That's the hardest part. Yeah. It's like, oh, well, why are you on the app? Well, you know, so-and-so made me upset, so I made this app. Oh, that's not fun.
Right, yeah.
Why would you?
Then you end up on the Are We Dating the Same Guy Facebook.
Right.
You know, friends have told me. Yeah, that's never happened to me before.
Never.
Yeah,
not you.
Definitely not me.
Yeah.
No. So what is, like, the best way to meet someone? Is it just going to shoot your shot in real life? Is it, if it's not the apps, you know, you writing, like, you know, little love letters here? Are you outside someone's window with the boombox, like a movie? What's the best way to meet someone then?
Well, I'm a little biased. I work for It's Just Lunch. But, you know, I think just being authentic and being yourself, right? Hit up a rooftop patio, just smile, be happy, be kind. But, you know, here at It's Just Lunch, we really believe in making dates short and fun, right? You know, use us. We'll help you.
Yeah.
We do all the work for you.
Sabrina, what is It's Just Lunch for those asking out there?
So we're a personalized introduction service, which means we use real human matchmakers. We match people all day, every day, and it's an opportunity for you to meet with us, to have a personalized interview, make sure the type of person that you're looking for is something that we can help you find. And we do all the work for you. We take the reservation. We make the reservations for you. So we take, you know, all that nervousness out of it. All you have to do is show up and have fun.
Well, I feel like an expert already. I feel so much more enlightened. Like I don't need Cupid or love potions or anything like that. I just got It's Just Lunch, and we're lucky to have you, Sabrina. Thanks for joining us today.
Absolutely. Thank you. Have a great day.
Yeah, absolutely. You as well. A couple more segments to go. We're going to get into it. We're going to get psychic. We're going to take a look into the future. Coming up in the next segment. More 9 to noon coming up next.
Before we go, the fan has your chance to win $2,500 to celebrate America's 250th. Just head to KFAN.com. The keyword today is America. The keyword America. KFAN.com. Keyword America.
How many people said no for this showdown?
The fan's going all out for America's 250th. We're dropping $250,000 in cash each weekday through July 3rd. You could win your share with $2,500. Listen for the keyword. Today's the last day to do it. Starting at 8 a.m., we've already gave you the keyword for this hour. Plan your ultimate U.S. adventure with $2,500 thanks to the fans.
Noon is back. Max Fuller here. Andrew Dukowitz, Brett Blakemore. We're live in the past, present, and the future. Speaking of the future, it can be quite daunting thinking about our Minnesota sports team's futures. As Minnesota sports fans, we all know there's an endless amount of twists and turns, and sometimes we just wish, even though the most spoiler-averse of us, we just wish that we knew what was coming. Enter Rachel Dominguez of Third Eye Psychic Salon. She's going to give us a little reading into possibly what our sports team's futures look like. What's up, Rachel?
Hi, Max. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, good to see you again. You did some readings when I was on my former show on Fox 9. Mm-hmm. And, I would say I was a skeptic going into that. But you were very accurate. A lot of the stuff that you said came true.
I know, you're not there anymore. That's what I was talking about.
That is indeed true. Speaking of that, I am curious though. I have a good friend. Let's say his name is Bori Bove. He's very near and dear to me. He's a skeptical guy of, psychics and whatnot. What do you say to people that are skeptical? Do you say just come in and get a reading and see what's up, or what do you say?
Yeah, I think that's good. You should be a skeptic. Most people in my industry are flaky or scammy or full of it. So, I went to college to be a science teacher. You should definitely have like a well-grounded view of reality and just like seeing's believing, Some of my favorite clients are skeptics. What I hate is when people come in and they're just ready to hear the voice of God from my lips. And I'm like, this is, let's ground and have a little healthy skepticism.
Okay, so, and then listeners, if you want to chime in, 64686, if you want to ask Rachel Dominguez any questions. We got a bevy of questions here for you, Rachel. I'm just curious, though, before we get into it, speaking of science, I'm curious about your process. How do these readings work? What is your process?
Well, that's a complicated answer, but really quick, I put myself into kind of like a semi-trance state.
Okay.
And I lay out some cards. I have like a conversation with my deck and the different symbols and pictures and the patterns that form as I'm laying out the cards. That kind of helps me see the shape.
And this is something that you learned like over time. Like, can anybody learn? Like, if Brett Blakemore, he's really into this kind of stuff. If he wants to learn, can he learn? Or is this something you're kind of born with?
No, I think anybody can learn this. I definitely wasn't born knowing how to read tarot cards. I've just been doing it now professionally for 20 years. So for me, it's like second nature.
Right.
But, it's surprisingly easy to get into. If you go get yourself a tarot deck, they all come with a little booklet of instructions and you can jump right in.
Bori Bove, if you're out there listening, you can jump right in. Brett Blakemore, I expect a couple Sundays from now for you to be doing readings on worst case scenario.
That'll be my homework assignment after the show.
Yeah, absolutely. Where do we start, y'all? I mean, it's 9 to noon. I feel like we should start with the Minnesota Vikings, right?
I think that's the way to go. Maxo?
Rachel Dominguez. Is this too broad? Does it have to be specific questions, or can it be broad questions?
I mean, are you asking about the upcoming season with the Vikings?
I am asking about the upcoming season with the Vikings. How does it play out? Is this our year, Rachel Dominguez? Please say yes. Please say yes.
That's what I hate is when I have clients that are really emotionally invested in a certain answer when what they really do is logically and even intuitively know the truth. And so, like...
What are you saying?
Well, you don't have to be a psychic to know what's going to happen with the Vikings.
No!
Yeah,
Come on!
I'll just say, don't get your hopes up.
No!
But when I look at the cards, we cut on the Wheel of Fortune, right?
Yeah.
So that could say, go, be careful betting on them, right?
Okay.
Or,
sports gambling's illegal in Minnesota, so don't do it anyways, yeah.
Right. But then also the Wheel of Fortune is a cycle. It cycles. It's 4 of Wands. It's all cycles and loops. The same thing happens over and over and over. So where things are at now, 10 of Swords, that doesn't look good. 10 of Swords going in does not look good. There's no good way to read the 10 of Swords, okay? And it's a sword poking through the heart, and it's got Gemini, and Gemini's the lovers, and that's the challenge ahead. Now, the lovers conduct twins. Yeah, it's the Twin Cities or whatever, but I'm going to tell you this.
Okay.
With the lovers and the 10 of Swords, this is telling me, maybe they're not playing with no heart.
No, Rachel.
Maybe they ain't got no heart for it. Maybe they're just pros showing up. But also, really, it is, I think, a big thing about contracts. The lovers talks about like the handshake, what we hold, right?
Yeah.
And this 4 of Cups, 7 of Discs
we're holding
on
a
the outside.
Lombardi trophy.
Luxury crossed with failure. Luxury 4 of Cups is unsustainable. It's a big gust and burst. And so that can be when people get their hopes up. They might come in really strong and people are like, oh, this is going to be
yes,
weird.
It's our year.
But that's crossed with the 7 of Discs, which is literally, you can see the title, right? What's the title?
I can see it.
That's not good.
It's not good.
It's not good.
Read it for me.
Failures.
Failure. Rachel. Are you sure you're not reading it wrong? Maybe it's like in French. Failure.
I think that's the same thing.
But this Queen of Swords on the internal side, I'm going to tell you this. First off, I bet that they make some stupid trade for like short-term gain that really like guts them.
My God.
Because the 4 of Cups, 7 of Discs can also be like mismanaging the money.
I don't think Rosie's last art is lying.
So I don't know. My dad's half Texan. I'm a Cowboys fan.
Okay.
So when I do follow football, it's them. But when I'm looking at the 7 and 4 hesitation based in fear as well. So I could look at this and it's like,
because the success is so scary. We're scared of winning the trophy because we've never done it before. So we're gonna win it all. That's what you're saying.
I mean,
Rachel, come on now.
I want to hope so. Give me one card. Bottom line. chances for you know what? Here's the best way to read it.
Yeah.
Instead of looking at chances, those are possible futures.
Okay.
I just read the future.
Yeah.
So how are we all going to feel here in Minnesota at the end of the football season?
Great. Amazing. Fantastic.
Magus crossed with the fool. The Magus, and when it's crossed with the fool, we could feel like, oh wow, well, we didn't go nowhere. I feel like a fool. But the Magus goes along. The Magus is getting like when you get sold.
Yeah.
Like the Music Man will just like get you hooked in and sold. Like people are going to tell themselves, this is the year, this is the year, this is the year. They're going to feel like they got played. So step it up. If you're a Viking and you're listening, the Lovers cross with 10 of Cups. All I can say is if you put all your heart into the game and all your teammates put all their heart into playing, then, you know, y'all might be good. But if they try to lure you away with it, some teams got a little more room on a salary cap and want to lure you away mid-season, that also could possibly happen.
So what I'm hearing is lock in, believe in yourselves, and we're gonna win it all. Let's go.
Let's hope. Let's hope.
Freaking go. See, this is what I love, Rachel. This is what I wanted to hear.
All I know, you see exactly. You're hearing what you want to hear, just like the worst clients. It's like I say, no, it's a cycle, it's a loop, and it's going to end in like failure. And you're like, yes, this is our year.
No, see, I'm
this is my whole career, man.
I'm believing. See, I'm just reading it. I'm just reading the cards a different way, Rachel. That's what I'm doing.
So what you're saying is the trained reader is reading it one way, and you're deciding to read it the other way.
Yes, I'm illiterate when it comes to reading the cards. But, you know, it's like DW.
I think she's spot on.
Yeah.
It sounds pretty accurate.
Oh, you're a Packers fan. Of course you think she's spot on, Brett Blakemore.
I just am wondering, like, who's like the pillar of the team that is going to like get traded for, oh, we got a bunch of draft picks for it or cash or something like that. They're going to do something like that. It's really
a wide receiver.
Blame. I look at this and don't even blame the players, because with this Queen of Swords on the internal side, those are like decisions that get made that decapitate the self. Like when people like they shoot themselves in the foot.
Yeah, metaphorically,
you know, you make like a decision, ends up limiting yourself, right? So honestly, like, you know, the players can play with all their heart, but if the wrong plays are getting called, if they're trading away all the good players, if there's a sense of uncertainty, you know, we don't know.
But I do know. I feel more confident after hearing your reading, Rachel. I feel way more confident in the Minnesota Vikings season. So we got one banner that's being raised, a trophy that's being raised. Brett Blakemore, do you have any questions about your beloved Minnesota Wild?
In one ear, out the other. With my Wild team, they need a number one center. They need it desperately, and that's the biggest thing holding them back from finally winning a Stanley Cup and bringing a trophy to Minnesota, the hardest trophy in sports to win. Will the Wilds get that number one center soon? And will that bring them success to the glory, to the promised land?
Come on now, Rachel. We're 1 for 1 already. We're 1 for 1. We're 1 for 1. We absolutely are.
We went up to the plate and struck out looking. That's what happened.
Looking at the banner that's hanging from the ceiling. Come on now.
I mean, it doesn't look. It's like, do they want to pay enough?
Do you have any good cards?
It doesn't like. See, the 8 of disc. This is telling me that that the Wild, for the number one centers out here on the market, the free agents, all this kind of stuff, these are the guys, they're looking at 8 of discs. That's like the safe thing. That's when you know, oh, well, I know I could date you, but I'm trying to do better. I'll go, you know, it's like McDonald's is the backup, right?
Right.
So this is like, if there's somebody that comes here, it's because it's safe. It was like their safe backup, like the safety school. Oh. So I think that there might be hidden talks in the background courting somebody, but I just don't know if it works. Or maybe it doesn't. Maybe we get a center, but it happens too late. 6 cups, 3 of this. It's like it's too late in the season, or it takes too long for them to gel with the rest of the team.
But what I'm hearing, though, correct me if I'm wrong, Rachel, you said 6 cups. Like 6 Stanley Cups.
I mean,
and you said they feel safe with us. They feel safe with us, so they want to be around us. So what you're saying is the Wild are getting Dylan Larkin like later today, imminently.
See, I don't know who owns that team or is the GM or does contract negotiations, but they need maybe some lessons in how to like wine and dine and ingratiate.
No. Wow.
I mean, Marissa was talking about bringing them for sushi.
Yeah, she was talking about whining and dining. She was
good.
But like sushi.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, Rachel, can we move on to the Minnesota Timberwolves? Andrew Dukowitz covers the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Can I ask about a team that's in season right now?
Go ahead.
The Minnesota Lynx, best team in the league.
Well, you know, that's if you wanted good news, ask about the ladies.
Yeah,
I mean,
sure.
Obviously, we do have a championship team here.
They have a style of excellence.
Well, we have 3 now.
Cheryl's going for the wins record on Friday. Nafisa Collier back in practice. Is this the year that Fee gets her first championship ring?
Come on now, Rachel. We're 2 for 2. We're 2 for 2.
Wild, Max.
Yeah, exactly. The Wild is one of the teams that is 2 for 2. The Vikings are also in the mix. Yeah, we're winning all the championships this year.
You know what? We might go all the way. I don't know if we win it.
Oh, no.
We got a contender because this Prince of Cups is the outcome. At its worst, it could be disappointment. But it's also when it's crossed with Ace of Cups, there's like a blurry quality to it. It's crossed with the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords is when something's really down to the wire and it hurts. So this could be something that goes down to the last 4 seconds of game 5 or 7, however many they play in WNBA. This could go down to the very end of the last game. We know, right? So I don't know. If we lose it, it'll be close. So they'll give it a good shot. When I cut on the Emperor, that's strong, it's bold, with the sun in the center of the table right now.
Talk about it.
Though the sun is under the spotlight, it's funny.
Shining.
It's got the little point in the circle. See how it look like the Target logo? You know, it's what it's like, right?
See?
This is so much more positive than the other two.
Oh, yeah, no. With science, I think they have really good coaching.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're going to call good plays.
Sure,
they're going to, play really, really good and smart. This Prince of Wands is at least hanging in there. See, Queen of Wands is what I really want to see because that's the woman that's all tall and she's overpowered. The beast, she's got the dog sitting at her feet, healed. This is where the Prince of Wands, he's wrestling with it. It's like you see somebody and they're trying not to let the dog drag them down the street, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So they got to fight. They definitely, Ace of Wands internally, I think they know what they're doing. I think that they're going to make the best calls they can make. What's funny though, with the Hermit crossed with the Universe, the Hermit can talk about being alone, and that's the challenge ahead. The Hermit is being alone, being isolated.
Yeah.
And when it's crossed with the Universe, that's the baby outside of its normal womb, outside of the environment, right? So this might make me think,
Minnesotans that aren't used to championships, we're entering this new era. We're babies in this championship era.
That's kind of what deep, Max. No, it's simpler than that. I was just going to say they might not be as good on the road.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's fine. We'll just win it at home. That's what you're saying.
Yeah. So let's hope that, got home court advantage in the playoffs. That's what I would look like. If they're going to be sad, they're going to be flying back here sad. Rather than leaving the Target Center sad. They're going to be flying back home sad.
Sad because they didn't close it out, but then they close it out here at the Target Center, and we're raising another banner for the Minnesota Lynx.
Let's hope so. These are the best cards so far that I'm looking at. Is there any advice for them? I get art. Now, art can always just be creative, but art is also a huge card of evolution, creating something new that hasn't been done before. So I would look at
championship banners.
There could be that, that could also just be as simple as, all y'all need fancy custom shoes and stuff to get everybody's head in the game, maybe a little more artistic and creative self. But then also art make me think Harlem Globetrotters. Y'all should get fancy, make up some fun plays, something like that.
Right, and that's exactly what Olivia. See, I'm telling you, Rachel's legit, and now after just 3 questions, we're hanging 3 more banners.
She's legit, but only one positive answer.
Listen, I think we're hearing different things. Maybe come back to the interview later on and listen to it again. Rachel, you're a busy woman. You got a lot to do today. I got one final question for you. For my beloved Minnesota Timberwolves, we just got LaMelo Ball, Anthony Edwards. How do they pair? How do they pair together? What is their chemistry?
Let's run that up here.
What is their chemistry like? Because I'm feeling really hopeful after these last couple of readings, Rachel. I need I think we're going to go 4 for 4 here. I think LaMelo and Anthony Edwards are a match made in the cards here. I got a lot of hope. I mean, I'm just beaming. I'm gleaming right now. I mean, we might as well just start the parade route now, right, Brett? I mean, you got a parade route in St. Paul? You're familiar?
I'm sure West 7th can handle it.
There we go.
All right, so here's the things, and a lot of times media doesn't hear about stuff like this because people are discreet. These guys need to work on their personal relationship. They're not just coworkers. These guys need to be like homies
like
and
bros. Yeah, they went bowling together the other day.
They need to bond. They need to invite each other into each other's houses. They need to work on trust because if there's a problem between them,
they need to work on media training.
If they have beef, then their media training is good because it's not something that we would see. But if there's a problem between them, it could be I don't want to say a lack of trust.
Yeah.
But it's like when love disappoints.
Ooh.
So these guys need to learn to trust each other and give each other some slack. So if we want to see them on the court have chemistry, they need to be having that chemistry off the court. And that's what this is.
And if they have chemistry on the court.
Also I could look at this and what if one of them is gone pretty? So what if we got to sell one to get LeBron?
No, that's not happening. That's not happening.
But we could get LeBron. What if we didn't sell Anthony Edwards, get LeBron?
Or LaMelo. I mean, we just got him. He just moved his cars into town.
Yeah, but do you want a trophy?
Yes.
Right?
Yes. We already have 3 that we've established throughout this conversation. But okay. Last question for real this time.
Okay.
Do the Timberwolves win the championship this year?
Oh, 5 of Wands.
That's good, right? You said last time that's the one you wanted to see.
No, I didn't say that. 5 of Wands is strife. God. It's conflict.
Rachel. Conflict with the fact that the Lynx and the Wolves are both won. There's too much stuff going. There's too many parades. The people can't take it. We're all partied out. We're too lit. We need to rehydrate because we've been partying so much.
Max, I don't know what these cards mean, but it's from an observer.
They don't have a full team. They're missing something.
Well, power forward.
Yeah, there you go.
Power forward. Yeah, they're missing a power forward.
Maybe they should hit up KG, get him back for a season.
But if they find that missing piece,
it's possible. But it just looks like there's this missing piece that makes it. I don't want to say, it's unclear because that's such a cop out. But with the mood, it's like we get happiness. So they might make the play. They might make the playoffs. They might do well. They would go over 500. People might walk away like, well, we didn't win it all, but that was a successful season. We happy about it for sure.
Right.
Be a lot of good happy moments, But with happiness in the moon, it's like what goes up has to come down.
The ball into the hoop.
Look, see, here's the thing. I know you can't get too excited. If you ride,
I'm so excited, Rachel.
If you're riding the rim of the wheel every time you're on top, it's like wee, and then as soon as the wheel rolls back around, you get crushed every time.
Yeah, but then you can just do the little thing in the old cartoons where they run up the wheel and you just do it again, and you just keep riding the wheel.
Stay
Rachel.
In the center and just be like, you know what? I know that there's going to be good years and bad years, and let's hope to get lucky.
The center. Is that a hint that Rudy Gobert is the NBA Finals MVP? Is that what you're saying? She's reading the cards.
No.
Okay. No. Yeah, I could have told you that one.
You're right. Sometimes it's really hard to do readings to things that my clients aren't personally connected to.
Yeah.
But you're like a sports radio host at KFAN. You're definitely personally connected enough
I'm very connected
to these guys
and
to be able to
involved. Say my friend Bori Bove, because this has been amazing, Rachel. Thank you for joining us today. Say my friend Bori Bove wants to get a reading someday, or one of the many listeners out there. Has the sports team ever asked you to come in and do readings, by the way? Have you ever done anything for athletes or anything like that in the past?
I actually, you know what? I did a party for one of the Vikings a couple of years ago. I did a Christmas party. His wife hired me out for all their friends, and I just thought they were cool people out in Egan or whatever. And I was like, "Oh, where's your husband?" And she's like, "Oh, he's on the Vikings." I was like, "Oh, cool."
But you did.
So I got to read him. It was cool.
Yeah. Okay.
But so I have read tarot in a professional football player's house party, Christmas party. But no, I wish they would. They should. You guys should come in. I'll come in with my cards to the team meeting. Burn a little incense.
Yeah. Why not? Well, you should come back to the show sometime because I love all the good news that you just gave us. We're going to win 4 championships this year. We're all going to be partied out. We're all going to need to rehydrate because we're celebrating so much. Rachel Dominguez of Third Eye Psychic Salon.
Max, before you let me go, I'm going to tell you this. I just pulled a couple cards for you personally.
Oh no!
There's somebody waiting. There is a communication. It's a hot thing. It's like a hot potato. It's there's a target.
Thing.
It's like
Listen,
here's
Rachel,
some
a lot of hot
kind
things
of
want to communicate
opportunity.
with me. Okay,
but you have to look backwards. This is making me think. You missed the email or a text message, or you got somebody sitting there waiting, and they're waiting
the lady
on
from
you,
State Farm. Yeah, I got to pay my insurance.
Yeah, you got to call somebody back because they got a big opportunity.
Okay,
for you.
all right. Well, I'm gonna look for that number. Rachel Dominguez. Thanks for joining us.
Thank
Come
you,
back sometime.
Max, so much for having me on. Come in, Third Eye Psychic Salon. People, we're in Uptown, Lake and Bryant, 7 days a week.
Absolutely, and stay tuned. We got one more segment of 9 to Noon coming up next.
We are just as surprised as you are.
Last segment of the show of the 9 to Noon Paul Allen Projects brought to you by Owl Roofing. Owl Roofing, thank you very much. Owl Roofing, bringing you the postgame.
Last segment of 9 to Noon, as Brett Blakemore just said. Max Fuller here, alongside said Brett Blakemore. Andrew Dukowitz still in tow. Thanks for hanging out with us for the whole show, Andrew. You even did a little amateur tarot reading right there. You didn't know what the cards were saying.
No, they didn't look good though. A lot of swords, a lot of.
Again, I think we heard it differently. I'm very hopeful. Brett
You couldn't
Blakemore,
see the cards. That's what the problem was.
How hopeful are you after hearing Rachel Dominguez's readings? I mean, you're beaming. You have a giant smile on your face because you're already thinking about the Minnesota Wild's parade.
Can confirm he is beaming.
I mean, if we're just going to do that, you may as well just brought your own tarot cards and declare that they're not going to win a championship. You're not going to live.
I might just do that. She said anyone could learn.
She did say that.
Anyone could learn.
No, it didn't look good for really any of our teams minus the Lynx. So not great. But it is pretty standard. Standard operating procedure. Hey, I'm sorry. It hurts me, too.
It does.
I'm a Wolves and Wild fan.
Yeah.
Sucks. So, anyway.
But the Lynx are in business.
I like the Lynx, too.
Yeah.
Fee.
They're still the best team in the WNBA, I believe. And we just got good news. And you kind of predicted it, Andrew, on worst case scenario. Again,
it's almost like I cover the team.
It's almost like you're an expert on the Minnesota Lynx. And you said one day Fee's they're gonna send out a release that says Fee's back to practice. And you said she's probably just going to be in a game shortly thereafter.
Maybe you're the psychic.
And maybe you are.
No,
you knew exactly what was going to happen.
See, I'm
not from psychics, from sitting in Mayo Clinic Square way more than I probably should be sitting at Mayo Clinic Square. But yeah, I mean, she popped back up, was full go for practice. Dorky Uha's full go for practice as well. They didn't necessarily say they would be playing against New York this coming Friday, but what
better game to come back, right?
I mean, Fee hasn't played at the Barclays Center since that Game 5 loss in the finals. So this would be a pretty good game to make their return. New York, just off of the Commissioner's Cup.
Might be a good
time. Yeah, Fee would start. I would assume she's on like a minutes restriction just because, even though she's been working through rehab the last 7 months, it's just game basketball is different than in practice or simulated and stuff like that. But she would definitely start. I would assume Nia Coffey goes to the bench and they're just a deeper, better team, which...
Is this a situation where we're worried about a re-injury, or is it just managing the minutes to get back up to fitness?
I think it would be more the latter, where the last thing you would want is Fee to come back in and not be at like 100% game shape fitness, which I think they are doing everything they can to make sure she's comes back at that point.
Right.
But like, how crappy would it be if she comes in, like pulls a calf because she's just not at that level yet and she overexerts, which... the Lynx medical staff, the Wolves medical staff won the award last year for best medical staff in the NBA. These guys know what they're doing. And I would assume, again, minutes restriction, but it probably wouldn't last for long. Fee is... I'm surprised that they've been able to talk her out of playing basketball this long to recover as well as she has.
Lynx at the Liberty tomorrow night, 6:30 p.m. Tip-off. Just kind of WNBA at large, the macro view on it, Andrew. They're expanding to 50 games next season. Is that did I read that correctly?
Yeah, expanding next season. It sounds like they're going to continue expanding. They have another 3 expansion teams in the work that are supposed to come out over this next CBA. I mean, I've kind of thought the last couple of years their goal is more like 60 games in a season, and getting to where they are, you know, kind of the entire summer months, the draw. And from the WNBA's perspective, like, baseball might be having a lockout next year. There's a lot of kind of up in the air with how that sport is even going now. I mean, Twins attendance is, you know.
I mean, they could use that medical staff.
Yeah, seriously. Sure. Can they borrow them?
So I think the WNBA looks at it of like, how can we capitalize off of baseball, and let's see where it goes.
By the way, just minor breaking wild news. Minnesota Wild signed forward Maxim Shabanov.
It's one of my nicknames.
Shabanov. I've been calling you that for years.
1 year, $1.6 million deal after he wasn't given a qualifying offer from the Islanders. So he's 25 years old. He's a Russian forward. I don't know if he's a wing or a center, but usually if they're a center, they would qualify that. So he's probably a winger. I'm not an elite Max Shabanov mind. He's 5'9", so a little on the smaller end, but he played 44 games for the Islanders last year, so he must have just came over from Russia.
Guess you could say not too shabby. Thank you for that. I deserve that. Absolutely. Real quick, one more on the link stuff to WNBA, Andrew. Obviously, a couple of years ago, we kind of saw this giant boom with the WNBA, right? This explosion in interest. How is it, coincided with like Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, their rivalry, everybody just increased interest, obviously. Nafisa Collier, Aja Wilson, and then it kind of continued with Paige Beckers and whatnot. Are we still seeing, obviously it's probably not having that exponential growth that it had a few years ago, but are we still seeing that growth in terms of viewership, attendance, or has it kind of like steadied out a little bit?
I mean, from the Lynx perspective, they're still seeing that growth. I mean, they've started opening up the lower level of the upper bowl, kind of the mid sections of the upper bowls, getting attendances in the like 11 to 12,000 range, where last season they didn't have that area opened up and their attendance was like at that 10,000 level. So people are coming out more to see the games. I think for me, the most encouraging side of the WNBA continuing to grow is just the amount of TV money that has been going into it, whether it's, ABC Disney, whether it's USA Network, like ESPN. It's now a product that people can actually watch on one of their 97 streaming services, and you might need all 97 to watch all of the games, but you can at least find one. Like, if you're just bored on a Friday night, you can find a WNBA game on an actual like network, not that Ion or the down further the cable subscription
channel
networks are that way. But like, I think what's been most encouraging on the like league side from a fan perspective is a lot of people did come in with Caitlin Clark. Like, a lot of people came in with Angel Reese, Paige Beckers, and they've just found that it's fun. Like, the WNBA is just fun. Yeah. So, I mean, there's a lot of Lynx fans that follow me on social medias that have reached out and said, like, I came in because I loved Caitlin Clark, and I've fallen in love because Nafisa Collier is just an awesome person. Or I've gone to a Lynx game and it was so much fun that like now I'm watching the games regularly. And I think that's the encouraging part of like the sustainability of the product of, you come in because there's this big boon and excitement of Caitlin Clark coming into the league, and then you stay because it's a good product and a fun league.
Right. Like, they're not just there for that initial boom, that they're hanging out. And especially if you're going to Lynx games, why wouldn't you? They win damn near every game. They get to do the electric slide afterwards. You're having a ball at the game. Prowell's there. Yeah. That's her name, right?
Prowell is there.
Prowell is there. You're having a blast. But if you guys could pick the end of the game celebration dance move, or / like, say, the World Cup, everybody kind of has their sellies, as they're called. If you score a goal, what would be like your go-to dance move? I was talking about this with one of the street teamers yesterday. I feel like I would just kind of like rapid fire chain as many different dance moves as I could. I'd do the John Cena. I'd probably take my shirt off, maybe do the Ronaldo Sue. I would be acting a fool no team would ever want me to score a goal because I would be absolutely obnoxious. Well, you guys are more level-headed people, more down-to-earth people. What would your go-to Selly be? Brett Blakemore, you had to have thought of this, Brett Blakemore. You've never thought of what your Selly would be?
No.
What?
I mean, are we talking soccer? Are we talking
anything?
Hockey?
What would your Selly be? Come on.
Can we get...
You didn't have one when you were playing hockey back in the day?
Just do a little knee slide, swipe the ice, and call it a day.
Yeah, that is very Brett Blakemore.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Maybe jump into the boards a little bit.
How about you have some time to think about it?
Yeah. Exactly. That's right.
I mean, I was always a mellow guy, so the mellow 3 to the dome
thing
the dome
was always dope.
Honestly, USA Soccer, the guy pulled out the LeBron silencer. Like that's
all time.
Selly.
That is all time right there. That's when you know you're like, I'm really doing. You don't pull out the LeBron silencer unless you know I'm really doing this thing right now.
And to not get trolled for it.
Right.
Like to pull that out and everyone just
like,
that's awesome.
LeBron tweeted, he's like, hell yeah.
The level of, shout out. We're talking about the WNBA growing in popularity. I know you guys talked soccer earlier, but like shout out to soccer.
It's exploding right now.
8 years ago, that wouldn't happen.
Let them know, USA. Charles in St. Paul said we didn't have a rap battle today. Maybe next time, Brett Blakemore.
Oh no!
What do you say we do this whole thing again on Sunday?
Sure. Why not?
All right. Worst case scenario, 11
Maybe
to 1.
extended.
Maybe. Who knows? We'll be back on Sunday's worst case scenario. I don't know who's going to be in this chair tomorrow, but it ain't going to be me. I've had fun for the last couple of days, which I'll appreciate you for having me. Do whatever you got to do, but just make it back tomorrow. Love you. Peace.
Podcast today's Paul Allen Show, or listen back to previous show and interviews by going to the iHeartRadio app or KFAN.com.
From the 1-800-ASK Gary Traffic Center. This report is sponsored by Bank of America.
35 East southbound has brake